Everyone's here, called meeting to order. Alright, our devotion. Our devotion today comes from the 40-day journey with Martin Luther. If you were here on Ash Wednesday or heard my Ash Wednesday sermon, this is the book I was talking about. So we're not, it's good stuff. Anyway, 40-day journey with Martin Luther. Day 1. I will tell you, as best I can, what I do personally when I pray. May our dear Lord grant to you and to everyone to do it better than I. Amen. First, when I feel that I have become cool and joyless in prayer, because of other tasks or thought, for the flesh and the devil always impede and obstruct prayer, I take my little psalter, hurry to my room, or if it be the day and hour for it, to the church where a congregation is assembled, and, as time permits, I say quietly to myself, and word for word the 10 Commandments, the Creed, and, if I have some time, some words of Christ or of Paul, or some Psalms, just as a child might do. A reading from Ephesians. And I encourage you to meditate on these words. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. Pray in the Spirit at all times, in every prayer and supplication. To that end, keep alert, and always persevere in supplication for all the saints. What is Luther's solution for coolness and joylessness in prayer? Does it seem a good solution? Why or why not? How do you, your faith community, and your culture think about the devil? Why does the devil want to impede us in our prayer? What obstructions to prayer have you experienced? A reading from Psalm 134. Come, bless the Lord, all you servants of the Lord, who stand by night in the house of the Lord. Lift up your hands to the holy place and bless the Lord. May the Lord, maker of heaven and earth, bless you from Zion. Let us pray. Pray that God give you and others who join you in this journey, joy in the next days as you study the commandments, the creed, and the Lord's Prayer. Lord Jesus, we thank you for your great disciple, Martin Luther. Help us learn how to dwell in your ways always. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Are all present?
Yes.
Thank you. Any correspondence?
That's you.
No. Oh, there's none.
Okay.
I do usually have it when there's correspondence.
You do have you all have a mailbox out there. Officers do have separate mailboxes with the exception of mine.
Sorry.
All the members at large kind of share one mailbox. So if there's stuff that the office or stuff that we need to put out to the council that doesn't get emailed out, You can always check that mailbox. It should just say council members at large, I believe.
As an endowment committee, I'm learning everything.
Sweet. Look, there was nothing, so you did a great job.
Yeah, a lot of
I knew
correspondence.
that.
Correspondence that we used to get were a bunch of funding requests. They all go to the endowment committee now.
Can we say that?
Okay, great. Approval of minutes and the reports. I invite you to have a chance to review the minutes and the reports.
You did.
Any questions or comments or corrections? Hearing and seeing none, I'll take a motion to approve the minutes and the reports as presented.
Motion.
Nicholas and Barb, seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? Very good. The next item of business is to schedule the next council meeting. Currently, our next council meeting is scheduled for March 15th. That is 2 weeks before Palm Sunday and 3 weeks from today.
2 days before St. Patty's Day as well.
March 15th. Any issues with that date?
Not that I can think of.
Alright, hearing and seeing none. I know Kama, you will be here, but that's not till 6:30. We'll be alright.
We should be out of the meeting by then.
I hope so.
Better be out or there'll be issues.
Alright, hearing and seeing none, let us schedule then March 15th for our next council meeting. Last week we did our membership roll and that's follow up for membership roll phone calls. Anybody would like to report on any contacts that they have made?
I spoke with, I'm really bad with names.
Gavin's?
Yes, thank you.
I got the list right here, so if anybody else needs.
Yeah, and she was like, oh yeah, I got the letter, I didn't even open it. She goes, no big deal, I know.
Okay.
I suppose it was Robin about cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she thought they had been here, and I said, well, they need to make sure that they sign in when they come in. So she was gonna say something to them.
Okay. Yes, you
Jerry Janko responded to me right away and said he wants to maintain his membership. He just, just caught up in things.
I understand.
So he's, yeah. Claudia, I didn't hear back from.
Okay. Thank you.
Still.
Just to clarify with the Gavins and the Camerons, then they want to maintain membership or?
No, she was fine with not.
No?
And I just, told her, you're always welcome here. And she's like, oh yeah, I know, we come when we,
Same.
Yeah, no, Cameron's one.
Camerons want to?
And Jaco wants to.
And Jingles, yeah, got that
I did speak to JT as well, and he would like to maintain his membership as well. He has officially resigned from council, so we do actually have a spot open, a vacant spot for council.
I spoke with, Gail Burlingham.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to maintain her membership. She's struggling with some things. And then I called Sue McCarron, never heard back, but she was in church. Ash Wednesday.
Okay.
And,
I have no idea who she is.
and she did check number on
Yeah,
everything.
and she possibly gave, so she still is maintaining her membership.
Okay. Excellent.
Cheryl, were you able to talk to the Phil family?
No, that's what I said. I tried, but she didn't respond back to me, so.
Okay.
Very good. We'll.
I have a couple more names.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Amy, were you able to hear back from the youth family? No?
You think?
Youth, I don't know. Yeah. Stacy
I did not hear back from them.
And is there one more person?
What's that?
Oh, and Phyllis Wade?
I left a message for Phyllis. She tried to call me back, and we've been playing phone tag.
So which families, either we haven't heard back from, or in the Gavin, right? Gavin family? Okay. The Phils?
Yeah, we still need to hear back from the Douglas family, Phil's, and Yuki and Wade.
I'll try to do this again.
I'll try Phyllis again. We seem to keep missing each other.
That happens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then at this time, I'll entertain a motion to remove the Gavin family from the membership roll only.
I'll motion.
Thank you. And a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? Very good. Next item of business is the discussion of our February congregational meeting. We try to debrief these meetings, not immediately after, because sometimes tempers are high after meetings. So we try to come a little bit afterwards and debrief what went well, what could be improved. Any ideas on improvements and not improvements? So any comments or questions regarding February's congregational meeting?
I think it went well, but we forgot one of our committees. So we need to be maybe a little bit more, making sure we get us all in.
Indeed. Okay.
But I think it went well.
Did anybody from the missed committee comment? I'll let you. Okay.
We forgot all to do.
Yeah.
No, I mentioned it to Pastor.
Okay.
Yep. Verified. Even if we don't get any pictures, a lot of, as I said about the 3Ms, a lot of the altar guild stuff happens in the background, usually when people are not here. So we just need to make sure that even though some committees happen in the background, that we still recognize all their support and what they do, as well as thank all the volunteers. Okay. Any other comments? Okay. Go ahead.
I guess the only other comment I would have is I was very disappointed at how poorly attended it was. Very few people from the 8:30 service, and
Do we have to have it that time of year, every year?
Yes.
that's
From
in our
the
bylaws.
Constitution.
I mean, it has to be.
It has to be February, and it has to be the second or third week, depending on when Super Bowl is.
Okay.
But one-
Spelled out per that in the Constitution.
So having it at 12:30 works great for the people that come to the late service because we're already here. For the people that go to the 8:30 service, if they live further away, it's more difficult for them to come back.
And even if they don't live far away, just coming back out in February.
Well, yeah, depending on the weather, agreed.
Could we have it in between services?
That's where I was gonna go. It's just something to consider. I realize it's over the Sunday school time frame, but having the people from the late service come early and the people from the early stay over, we tended to have more attendance at the congregational meetings
Okay.
without disrupting people's normal routines. It made it more likely that they would come.
Right.
And I think it's probably easier to do because this is really a meeting that's just going over what happened this year. There's usually no business conducted, so it should last more than.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I will say for like every meeting of the year, because I know it's always less 8:30 congregants attend than 11 o'clock. Would it be stupid of me to be like, let's just do on the day of a congregational meeting, do one service and like
Yeah.
alternate what type of service it is? Because I think that's the biggest thing is a lot of 8:30 don't want traditional music, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So for one of the congregational
So maybe-
meetings, have gym play, And then for the next congregational meeting, have Sandra play and have like a 10 a.m. service with a meeting after.
Okay.
And you can
That's not a
alternate
good
what
idea.
type
You
of
can
music
have the meeting
plays.
or have the service at 10.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like have the type of music alternate each time we do that so that people aren't feeling like one service is favored, because in most churches traditional style, especially Lutheran, is favored.
Mhm.
And I know some people don't like the organ and they prefer Jim's playing. So that would be a happy medium compromise.
Okay.
Maybe we could play bells at that meeting too.
Yeah.
because
Special music,
people-
just an idea. Because the
Early
8:30
service
never get to
don't
hear
say.
them. No.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
some good ideas.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. We'll put that into the hopper. Got that? Thank you.
I hope I
Well, I'm not gonna
articulated that
remember.
well enough. You can. My caffeine hasn't set in yet.
I talk and run at the same time.
All right. Anything else? Okay. Great. Next item is we begin our new business. We introduced our updated policies. I hope you all have received the email that had all the updated policies in them. It's a long, long document, and it's not exactly the most entertaining reading to happen. So rather than going page by page through them, we would go around, and if there are something that you'd like to edit or comment on, or say, hey, this should be said better, because all I did was write them and copy from the old, some of the old policies, by all means, we can discuss them. I'd like to have them approved by the end of this meeting, but if there are a lot of edits, then we'll need to push it to next meeting too. All right. So I'll begin with Jen. Any comments or questions or clarifications that you have?
You have so many, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So,
To make sure whenever you're talking about a place that we point right to it.
okay, so on page 1, under 1 officers and offices, that paragraph ends with the 2 consecutive terms but not to exceed years. Is that supposed to specify an amount of years?
Each officer, except treasurer, is elected to 2-year terms and may serve 2 consecutive terms but not exceed years as church council member.
6.
That would need a 6 in front of it,
Okay.
yes.
On page 3, under standing committees, in the middle there, it says any vacancies in a committee will be filled by the chair after consulting with the church council. Has that ever been done?
I'm sorry.
Is that, like, that the committee chairs have to consult with the church council for any vacancies that they have on their committee?
We've never done that.
All standing committees shall elect, but even today, report.
You said on page 6?
Page 3,
Page 3.
Six,
Just above
six
a-
on the brain.
just above abiding memorial.
Just above.
At the
All
bottom of the
standing
page.
committees shall elect via majority vote a chairperson who shall arrange and
No,
preside
it's-
at the committee meeting. Each committee chairperson shall report or appoint a person to report, either in person or via written communication to the church council on the activities of the committee, and shall maintain records as deemed appropriate within the committee.
That's not the one.
That's not the one?
No, it's under standing committees, that first paragraph in the middle.
Okay.
Any vacancies within the committee shall be filled by the chair after consultation with the church council.
Okay.
It's that after consultation with the church council part that is, I mean, that would say we would have to approve every single volunteer on a committee.
We've never done that.
I understand that that's never been done. I think this might be a holdover from previous policies, but there are, or I can envision
Like, I mean, it makes sense for ones like Christian Ed but.
Well,
like,
and it did-
quilting
So I
or
can-
ISWA or,
I can envision a situation where somebody might wish to be on a committee, who is not legally able to be on a committee.
Because you're not a member.
Well, no, for other legal reasons.
Okay.
So for
So-
instance, I can say we have done this. It just depends on the committee. So when I got onto the endowment committee when I first joined the church, that went through church council.
Okay.
I didn't just start going to endowment committee meetings.
And then any of the Sunday school education volunteers had to get a background check and go through the committee,
yeah.
through the council.
Again, this says any vacancy within the committees.
So I
So,
wouldn't
and
call,
that would be like a blanket statement on all committees then.
yeah, but quilting is not a committee. Social ministry is the committee.
Correct.
Yeah.
Same with Nissim.
Same with NISWA.
Okay.
It's,
Evangelism is a committee.
And I think it just covers us for anything that might need to be handled before, without
Yeah,
treating it differently, so that it's there to cover us when it's needed.
It would also be helpful, I think, for council to know who's on the committee. Evangelism has a lot of volunteers, but not everybody is part of the committee members. You might discuss everything with volunteers,
I do.
but I can also envision times where you need to make a decision within evangelism that shouldn't be just a top-down decision, that it's a committee decision. So if council knows who that committee is,
so we used to publish who was on all the committees.
yes.
I can tell you, I don't have people that say they are part of the committee.
So it doesn't, to me, it doesn't matter what we have done. We need to get better.
To our previous way.
We
of
need to
doing
get better about being more structured.
it.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
This is part of the reason we're going through these, is to be a more structured entity. Not if you want to volunteer, you volunteer. It doesn't necessarily need an appointment, but if you want to be part of the committee, each committee has a number that is on them and a list of years and terms for them. So you need, for Altar Guild, for Abiding Memorial, we need 4 members to be on the Abiding Memorial Committee. Right now there's 2, so we've fallen short there.
Okay.
And evangelism needs X amount for that too. So these are, and same with Christian Ed and everything, it needs to have a structured committee.
that actually goes into my next point on here that I just wrote off to the side is what if we have less?
It is-
Like currently I think every committee right now has less than we need to, I mean, for volunteers right now, for Sunday school, it's mostly just me and Lisa. And if one of us can't make it, we have to cancel.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's kind of going to an issue that we have.
yeah,
Is the current issue. Within our responsibility for council members is to encourage people within their congregation and even outside the congregation to be to not only volunteer but to take responsibility in their volunteering by being on a committee.
but there's no,
It's hard to see it.
I don't think consequence is the right word, but there is no consequence if we don't meet the need of what it says in here. I mean, like, we're not gonna say we can't do Sunday school because we don't have enough committee members, are we?
No.
Okay.
But that's not to say that council won't nag you as the committee chairs to find people for those committees.
Is there a requirement that they be a member of the church to be on a committee? I'm just asking that question because you were saying, if somebody
Yes.
wants to volunteer.
It says members. It's very clear,
It
like
says
worship and
members.
music, 3 other members of the congregation.
So like altar, it would have to be a member.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Correct.
probably misspoke when I said people from outside. Of course, you should all encourage people to become members of the church anyway.
Right. So volunteers have to be.
Volunteering, you can be outside, and
Okay,
there's
committee
plenty
members
of
have to be.
volunteers for a food pantry that are not necessarily members, but they cannot be on the committee.
Right.
So my question is, the only person, I don't know if this is an observation, the only person that's actually voted on by the congregation are the committee chairs. And we have term limits on how long we can be on in those positions, correct?
That's in the old way. The new way,
So
the
what-
chairs are elected by the committee.
Okay, so what I'm asking you is committee members are not elected. They can stay in that committee as long as they want, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Third paragraph under number 2, standing committees says all standing committees shall elect via majority vote a chairperson.
Yep.
There is no term limit on those chairs.
So go ahead, Jen.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna move on to the next one, but if
Go
you
ahead.
guys still have
Nope.
things about this,
Nope, go ahead.
okay. My next one is at the very top of page 5, where we're talking about, the property committee, and the sentence is, this committee is authorized to expend up to $500. Is that per purchase or per year?
Per purchase
Per purchase, okay.
of budgeted funds. That's the key word.
That means, okay. Okay.
So you'd like me to add,
No, it's there.
so $500 of budgeted funds. But it doesn't say per purchase.
So, so I see what you're saying. So
So-
if you spend $500 today and $500 tomorrow and $500 the next day.
Well, they're still accountable by the church to not spend over the budget.
Correct.
Right, that's a whole separate
Okay,
caveat.
Yes.
okay.
But what it allows them to do is gives them authority to fix something without having to get approval for every penny and dollar.
light bulb. Right. Yeah. Been around a week.
I saw you shake it. I was like,
Oh, it's charged. Just not one directly.
Okay.
Okay.
So when we get into the employees of the church and their descriptions, and there are a few things like the music coordinator and might have in theirs but isn't in the administratives, and some of them I think like 7 under administrative might be vague and just say something like refer to the employee handbook, because there's a lot more to these jobs than just what's here. And I think just a reference to the employee handbooks so that we know that this is not, that it's not all inclusive in here. If that makes sense.
Linda,
We have a separate employee handbook.
we do.
For instance, what do you mean?
So in some of these, they describe the termination, clauses, and like in mine, it just says the termination of employee can occur by either party within 60 days.
With a 60-day notice.
Yeah. In the music ones, it's a more, like spelled out like in number 5, that repeated instances of unpreparedness can lead to termination. I mean, but then again, there's more termination clauses and stuff in the handbook, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know.
So putting in
But
referring to.
just putting in something that refers to the handbook, and also to know that this is just not all inclusive of
There's,
their,
Putting in the.
right at the
additions-
beginning, right before it says administrative assistant, each employee of this congregation
oh, I
is to
just,
be given an employee handbook and return the employee handbook acknowledgement during their first day employed.
oh, okay, I missed that. Thank
So
you
let
for
me
pointing
ask
that
a
out.
silly question then. You're, just to piggyback on that, why do we even in the Constitution or the resolutions, talk about discipline if it's covered in the employee handbook? What you're listing here is their responsibilities.
Mhm.
The handbook handles what happens if they don't meet those responsibilities.
So do we really need them in the resolutions?
That's where I'm at. I mean, it's a given for any employee in any organization. If you aren't doing your job, there are consequences for not doing your job, and that's covered in the employee handbook.
Right now, the employee handbook does not have any discipline.
Well, that's a problem.
Okay.
If we're
That's
gonna spell it out here, we need to spell it out in the.
It should be in the employee handbook.
And between the two coordinators, only the 11 o'clock one has a wedding policy, tuning or maintenance of their equipment or their vacation. But again, it's in the 11 o'clocks, but not the 8:30s. For reference, those are on pages 10 through 12.
Now what part is 8:30 is missing?
Wedding policy,
Okay.
equipment maintenance, and their vacation leave.
Good thing you're recording all of this.
Yeah, no kidding, because I can't. This is not
But you could just use my notes if you want. There's also some grammatical, but I'm not gonna point all those out because I wrote a lot of other things, but more.
Now, as far as I know, our 8:30 music coordinator does not have vacation.
Oh, they
Part
have 2 Sundays of sick leave, it just stayed in there.
Now, that was a inherited thing, which we can change, but it would be a new contract with our 8:30 person.
Can I ask why they did, like, the contract didn't have vacation and only sick leave? Was there a reason, or was that just inherited from a while ago?
I have no idea why it
Okay.
was done.
Yeah, it's been like that.
So
for
it's just
forever.
inherited for forever. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember because I read these a while ago and jotted down my notes, so I'm trying to think what this is.
Oh, I hate when I do that.
But I have off to the side something about adding additional pay for additional cleaning on page 14 in the middle.
Under the
Talks about
custodian.
Custodians, but we don't need.
We don't need that anymore.
Well, you can still have the
technically
job
we do.
description, yeah.
Yeah. This is
And-
what we expect the cleaning crew, whoever cleans the church, to do.
Yeah, and if we were gonna put termination clauses in, like the rest of them, it was not listed in this one.
Maybe something needs to be put in there about annual review of contract.
That would be for all employees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That would be at the beginning.
Yes, it would.
Just a thought that popped up from page
I love the
17
whistle.
when it talks about screenings. Has Julie from Rex Brooms and Mops had a background check through us, or do we just assume that they have one on file, or do we ask about if they have one on file for her through their company? To get the background check every 5 years?
Well, I don't think we require it, do we, for
Not for
custodians?
the janitor.
I think it's for all employees.
Well, the custodian, the Rags, Brooms, and Mops is not an employee, they're a contractor.
Okay.
Right, and
Mhm.
they would be responsible for
Mm-hmm.
any of that.
Now, in our contract, if we want them to have background checks, we have to specify that with the contractor.
Okay. Is everybody currently up to date?
No.
Okay,
I need to renew my background check.
okay.
Other than that, I couldn't tell you.
I think they were all maintained by the pastor.
I know, it's in my files.
Yeah.
I have them all. I think everybody except for myself is up to date. I will double check.
Mine is for me too, mine is in it, 'cause I have it for school too,
Okay.
so it's probably the same thing.
It is.
On page 25, for under the Holy Communion with the, accepts the parents and sponsors to bring them forth for formal catechism instruction at the appropriate age. Is that more, that's first communion or more confirmation?
Just confirmation.
Okay,
Since I don't necessarily do or believe in a specific first communion class, we learn about communion a lot in confirmation. Any youth that has communed in the past, I would still encourage them and have an expectation to attend confirmation on what we believe here, my theological stance here, regarding communion. So, like Luna has had communion, I expect her to be in confirmation. I do not need the first communion class to tell her that.
that's all I got.
Okay. Nicholas.
I don't have anything because I didn't see the thing.
Okay.
And I have been checking my
Hey,
emails.
honesty. I love
I've been
it.
checking my emails. The last document I got from this church was this agenda.
Okay.
Okay. Double check, make sure that I have the correct email. All right.
You
Uh,
do. You
Kayla.
do.
Chen covered it.
Okay.
Really did. Anything I saw you covered, so.
I would agree. You got it, Nicholas, back on January 15th.
January.
Yeah, because it went out almost immediately. So, Stacy.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Bodie. Okay. Amy. Okay. Michelle. Barb. Very good.
Thanks for covering it all for us.
That's the administrative.
Yes.
That is the administrative part. That's why I went to her first. So. And she's at the far end of the table.
And she printed it off, it was
She
published.
did. It was right in front of her face.
It was, it was a lot easier to read and mark up than trying to scroll through and.
Yeah,
drop
roll
in.
and do it.
Yes. Okay. Great. I will make some edits. I will resend these out, and at the March meeting, we will go over any final revisions before approval. Per our Constitution, they just need to be approved here in the congregation. They do not, or excuse me, here in the council. They do not need to go to the congregation. Not saying that the congregation it doesn't get to see them or anything. They are more than welcome to. Just like they are more than welcome to check out our Constitution and our bylaws. It is the paperwork of the church. All right, very good. Next item of business is to discuss our fellowship pinata setup. The only reason this is on the agenda for council is because I'm thinking of a more permanent solution. We have a hall rental coming up that has requested a pinata, and I would like to install something a little bit more permanent within the fellowship hall. And so I have here, this picture here
Ooh.
is our fellowship hall. It costs about $30. There is, our screen is, let's say right about here. The screen that's currently in the fellowship hall. There is a eye hook in the bolt in the beam, and I would like to put a pulley there, and then a pulley closer to the wall, and then down to a cleat, and with a rope and a hook permanently installed in there. The cost is not significant, but it would be a more permanent installation. So I would like your opinions / concerns or questions regarding the setup.
I
Okay.
think it would be useful beyond the pinata too, though.
Yeah,
Which would be
agreed.
helpful.
I just like pinatas. I'm for it. I love a good pinata.
Been forever.
All right, here's the construction person.
Yes.
How often do we honestly think it would be used? 3 times a year?
Probably.
Are we going to maintain the pulley system so they actually turn and move? And
WD-40.
yeah,
Yes.
I can just some concerns.
Okay. That's why I'm bringing it to
I'd
council.
hate to see something fall down because of lack of use and lack of maintenance, and then somebody get hurt because.
Mhm.
All I'm saying is it's only used 3 times a year if you only want to use it 3 times a year.
There's no
It's
reason
not
we can't just regularly have a pinata party.
I'm saying.
And again, as what Amy said, it could be used something beyond
Right, you can use it for other
You
things.
can also use it for like a banner or something.
banner. Some churches do a floating Advent wreath or something like that.
Oh, that'd be pretty.
So
in the fellowship hall.
dimensions? I'm trying to get a picture of this. It's not the whole.
It's about 30 feet worth of rope. It goes halfway into the fellowship hall. If this is the door out to the courtyard, it
Mhm.
would go up to the beam, along the beam, and to about halfway into mid beam.
So it'll be, when it's lower, it's gonna be right in front of the stage.
Yes,
Would it be better with more in the middle?
of the room.
Yeah.
It could be. I'm just thinking, because there's already a hook there. That's the only place I was
But if
thinking.
you,
It's no problem.
you know, I
Yeah.
thought the steps might become an issue of.
It's a pretty good distance.
I mean,
for
it's
the
like,
distance.
it's like 15, it's gonna be like 20
Oh,
odd
okay, I thought it
feet
was right
from,
close.
it's gonna be in front of the stage, like towards that side, but it's still like 20 feet from the
Oh,
stage.
yeah.
It's still a pretty good distance away from the steps.
There's plenty of room for little kids with the big. Honestly, the bigger safety concern is little kids with baseball bats hitting the
Yeah.
pinata and not someone else. But that's not us problem. That's a party people problem. We don't have that liability on our hands.
We did pinatas with your birthday
Yeah.
parties.
I know, it was fun.
Mhm.
We used plastic bats.
I now desire a pinata for my 23rd birthday.
22nd birthday?
23rd, it's gonna be the special one.
I'm making sure my thumb drives work.
Okay. Any other concerns or questions?
What was the cost you thought?
About $30.
It's mostly gonna be.
It's the rope that costs the most.
Yeah.
It's
Because
about
it's by foot.
$10 for the pulleys and cleat.
So my question for you is, if I found you rope for free, do you want it?
Only if it's in good shape.
Yeah, I'm looking for a very specific rope.
Specific rope, okay.
Yeah.
Because
It's a rope that's soft and that's about a quarter of an inch or a little bit. Yeah, about a quarter of an inch.
we have like 20 million pulleys at the art center.
Hmm.
And we might have pulley rope. And if they have extra, that he's always getting rid of stuff from his shop. So if he has extra that he's throwing away, I can just bring it in and show you too, if he has it at any point.
Hey, worst case scenario, you can set up a pinata in your house.
It just needs to be strong enough that somebody
Right.
that whacks a pinata
Oh yeah.
Doesn't break the rope. at
doesn't
all.
make
break.
sure that-
Well, it doesn't
yeah.
break the pulley or the rope.
Stress
Any
Right?
pu-
That'll
any
be
pulley rope,
definitely-
yeah.
It's gonna be probably over the rigid here. too.
Yeah.
I think we should do like 3
Any pulley
stress
rope we have
tests.
there is
You
theater
know?
level.
Look at the
Yeah,
next
yours,
couple
what you're
meetings,
talking
yeah.
about. His $30. I wasn't sure it was going to cover
Well,
that.
that's why I'm.
Yeah.
We should definitely do a stress test.
Okay.
But I'll look, because it'd be theater grade, so it's used to holding up 1,000-pound sets.
Okay.
So I'll look, see if we have any.
Should I abstain from the vote? It is for Luna's party.
I was like, well, I
We were
can't.
like, whose is it? I was like, Kirsten's
Keep
not
it
having
down, but
And
yeah,
y'all can all be invited to the party and test it out.
I would love to. I love a good pinata.
It's so
probably have a no hanging on rope sign next to it.
Well, yeah,
You need-
I just,
I know.
I see all kinds of things that could go wrong too.
Yeah.
You need
That's
to have
the,
a sign.
Safety person in me, sorry.
Okay. So All those in favor of,
Do we
Oh,
need,
I
do we
had
have a
one-
motion?
I had one more question.
yes,
If somebody scheduled a party and they want to have a piñata, do we have like something that they can sign off on?
we have our fellowship hall agreement.
Yeah, but there's
I'm talking about safety.
and liability.
Are we gonna
Like,
be
they
held,
accept full responsibility for everything involving the pinata.
that should fall under, our insurance, that should fall under them, that should be their responsibility.
Like, if they go to hit the pinata and the bat
Our
sticks and breaks
liability
the window,
insurance, I don't think covers
Or
somebody
they-
coming in here and hitting another kid with a baseball
That's
bat.
what I'm saying,
hit another kid, hit a parent, or
So as part of their agreement that they sign it states, upon signing this agreement, users of the fellowship hall agree to compensate GSLC for any loss and to hold harmless Good Shepherd Lutheran Church from any and all claims and liability to loss to any person or property of any person claiming to be have suffered from the usage of the fellowship hall, the parking lots, or anywhere on church property.
so we are covered.
well, good.
It is a blanket, you can't sue us.
Well,
But you could try to sue us.
You
they,
can try,
you
but
can
I
still
mean-
sue.
You could still sue,
Yeah.
But we're covered. Legally.
but
Wow.
it is an attempted
But there is
liability
some-
coverage.
As
there is
best as we
something
can.
that people have to sign off on.
There is.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Good question.
I bring the motion forward, so I need a second, please.
I'll second it.
Nicholas, any further discussion, questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nay.
An abstention? Jen, thank you.
One day.
One nay, one abstention.
Was it me?
Stacy,
Oh,
she
okay.
doesn't like pinatas.
I do like pinatas. I don't like the possible consequences that are gonna come along with it.
I understand.
So I'm
Yes.
voting appropriately.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am, and then I appreciate that,
That's entirely the right thing.
yes.
Okay.
Pinata.
Moving on is an approval for a new mailbox.
Ooh,
Move on to the next picture that I have drawn.
It's fancy.
he's an artiste today.
So I was thinking about our airlock, and right now there is on the wall of the airlock, in this airlock here, is a place where you can drop off offering or prayer requests. Now it doesn't get used very much, and I would like to remove it and just put picture or something in that area. But for the person or persons that does, or other persons that might, I would like to have a drop box available on the outside of the building for when this building is locked and closed. Because it would involve money and checks, I would suggest a lockable mailbox. Also, I would move it so that you're looking at this as you are in the parking lot. Right now, our current mailbox is facing towards the door, and our mail person has to get out of their vehicle in order to put mail into the mailbox or to remove our mail. Now, our mail person is a very great guy, but it would make life a little bit easier on them to just be able to pull up to remove the mail.
I'm surprised they haven't demanded it.
Yeah.
Right.
But is this a walking area for the?
Yes.
If was there?
Oh, this is a walk area.
No, I think. I
No,
think
not
Mike
completely.
drives by.
He drives in and then drives out, so.
Right.
I'm at the
But
house
down the
down
street,
here.
he walks.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, but I mean, he's a great guy, but he's not gonna always be here either.
Right.
Sure.
And I can see that as if there's a time where the office isn't closed. I know when you guys know the office is closed, you put a thing in that says do not deliver mail. This would, if something should
Solves
happen
the
where
issue.
the mail
Yes.
is secure until somebody can get to it.
Right.
But
Correct.
so you're locking the whole top and bottom, right?
Just the bottom. The top would be a handle down. It has a curve up, just like like your bank drop box.
So it would be the same problem.
So it would just drop. It would just drop into the lock.
So you can't get into the bottom without a key?
Correct.
And how would he get the mail?
I think we deliver a key to the post office,
Yeah.
and that's how they use it.
They have.
And
their
of course,
own-
we would have a key for
So
ourselves.
then we'd reach out there, unlock it, and anything outgoing mail, we would have the flag up, and then he would unlock it and get any outgoing mail.
Correct. Now, this also would protect us from any kind of since we do mail out most of our bills and checks from anybody stealing our check and possible check account. Not that it's ever happened, it's just one of those, that's a CYA stuff.
Well, checks have not made it somewhere before.
Yeah.
Yes.
They weren't cashed, but they have not made it.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct.
Materials of construction.
The current post that would remain, all we would be doing is replacing just the mailbox. And the mailbox is about $130.
Plastic or metal?
Metal.
You see where I'm going. Anybody that walks by that sees a locked mailbox, especially if it's plastic, at least where my parents live, because this
Oh,
happened,
very
this,
good.
right? Because this happened to them. Break into it. You did. My dad now has a steel, literally welded 1/4-inch plates. They tried to hit that with a baseball bat, and
Yeah.
And he has a metal way. It's
No,
indestructible.
this is a mail.
Rung
a
their
metal
bell.
mailbox. Metal mailbox about, well, it's not 1/4-inch, but
Well,
about
that's a
1/2 inch.
federal offense.
I know.
So,
It is a fully approved mailbox by the post office. It has a little dinky flag, but we might change
Hey, I like the little dinky flag. It's
It's a
character.
Respect
It
the-
builds
It's
character.
small for its mailbox.
You
And
respect,
it's like a box.
you
too.
respect the flag.
Okay.
It has been a symbol to postal workers for generations. How's it gonna be installed? Volunteer or 3M or something else?
Probably him.
It'll take about 10 minutes.
it just,
Maybe 20 to remove and put the new one.
yeah, it's bolted, right?
Bolted down. This pipe, we had one time we thought about just removing the whole mailbox so that our mail person can come in and deliver the mail, but that's not going anywhere. That post is not going anywhere. I think it's not only steel, but it's in concrete at the bottom.
You'd have to have a big machine come by and shear it off.
I think we need a bank too.
You wanna,
Let us install a city-wide pressurized tube system like we do in the banks to directly deliver our mail. There's no way
It's
that
a lot of air
wrong.
pressure.
You can
Let's let Amy patent that.
It'll drop it right on your desk.
yes.
I feel like we're in Wally.
Futurama.
This feels
Yes.
like Wally and Futurama, yes.
Futurama.
I just always wanted those at school because the office is so far.
It's so far.
Bodie and I are probably the only two that can remember J.C. Penney or
Wait,
Elton.
wait, wait.
Elton.
Oh, really?
Downtown.
I have to go too, but I'm holding it.
Okay,
Going
thanks,
back.
David.
Oh, I'm just going to the bathroom.
You have any further questions before you go?
No.
Okay.
Yay.
Again, I bring this forward. And I use a second, please.
Second.
Michelle or Nicholas, by the way.
We'll put
Any
Michelle's
further?
name in.
There you go. Any further discussion or questions?
What color will it be?
Black.
Oh.
Gothic mailbox.
The current mailbox is black.
Yeah.
The post is black.
Bright.
Never paid attention.
Also, I'd like to put numbers on it, but that's because we don't really have numbers on our building.
We do not.
We should.
And I think-
Isn't that a law?
I think you have to have numbers on the mailbox.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna call
Oh, there's plenty of
people.
mailboxes without numbers on them.
Yeah, I
I
put
think
mail.
Yeah, but they got their number on their house at least.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. No.
I think when we had to put
Okay.
our mailbox up, we had to put it in on.
All right. Any? So all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Passes unanimously. Fantastic. Thank you.
We should paint it bright neon pink.
Nope.
He's so against color.
She
This
does
coming
like
from the
this.
man that only wears navy blue and black.
Glitter on it too.
I like bright colors.
He does have
A good one.
orange, he does have a green shirt. He does have
Oh, okay.
like an orangey shirt, he does wear he does wear.
I also have a bright rainbow.
Next.
Next, worship and music committee update. There, as part of the report, we had some things, but that was not issued in there because some actionable items came out of it. Jen, I'll let you run that one.
Sure. So the Faith Cafe was an idea that Jim had. The way I'm understanding it is that he wants a section of our church to become more like a coffee shop, probably in like the fellowship hall, where they have a specific times and days where we have coffee, snacks, and music.
Mhm.
I like that idea.
I do
Should
like,
I not?
It would be something
I
that
like
would
it.
probably have to be a bit more advanced than what our little coffee cart is. The way he made it sound was that it's more of a like full-on coffee bar.
so are we talking in the evening, or are we talking during the day?
I think it probably depends on who's running it.
Well, we're gonna have some conflicts if it's running during the day. Mondays, Wednesdays, Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are
During the
already
days.
taken.
Yeah.
All right, so fundamentally, I like the idea.
Yeah.
There's a lot of planning and work that's gonna have to go on, I think, before it comes back to council for consideration. There's no way we can vote yay or nay on something like this without knowing scale of the coffee bar, what type of music, when do you wanna do it, who's gonna be your barista, it's not just,
Who's gonna run it, where the funding
Oh,
gonna come from?
Miss
Yeah,
Starbucks here. She can run.
I'm not saying, I'm not trying to poo-poo all over it, it's a great idea.
No, it is a great idea.
It's a good idea.
We just need to figure out logistics.
What we wanted to bring forward is if there was a absolute no, we don't wanna do this kind of idea. So we can continue down that path. I have been looking at Facebook, Marketplace for used espresso makers, because the new one is,
What,
new
A lot.
big one is
Can
a
you lift
lot.
one from your old workplace?
Yeah, actually, the bakery closed, and I think she's selling her espresso machine.
So, I think, before we even
You
get to
just
that,
know. You just know.
before we even get to buying the
Yes, of
equipment,
course.
Right.
funding, who's gonna run
Yes.
it?
Right.
Yeah,
Is it gonna be the same person? Do we need a whole team to do this? We need to get the groundwork settled.
it's a whole separate ministry.
Yes,
There'd
it
be
is. It is.
We need
And if
programs.
if there's gonna be money exchanged at a coffee.
I would
you're gonna
definitely
to-
have money exchange, because
Then
we're not
you're-
gonna
Right,
make espressos without cost.
but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, you're
But-
gonna have to
Again,
look
they were
at that and a cash register.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
mean, there's a lot of legalities too, 'cause
Yes.
are we covered to,
Right.
sell food? Are we
Open
covered
public.
to, and that kind of a stuff?
I don't think we are.
Being a 503(c), we can never say we charge. It should always say
Donation.
Donation.
donation, a minimum of donation of. We can never charge. We can never outright say.
Right.
If somebody walks in here and gets a coffee and they don't pay anything, there's nothing we can do about it, because we're not supposed to be making any profits.
That's true.
She's right.
No, I believe it, I'm just wondering if that would be a whole separate entity just in our space then.
I think I might be the only hard no on this matter.
Okay.
I think it's a fantastic idea. I think it's something that's not gonna happen immediately. We just need to figure out all the logistics. That's something when we do the smash burgers and stuff, we need to put on their minimum donation up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's easy to do.
yeah.
Yep.
Anything that we, like the tickets at the donation of, recovers us.
Could you have like, a little cafe on a truck,
Like a mobile coffee bar.
Food truck.
like a food truck, and then have music? I mean, of course, you couldn't do it in the middle of winter around here.
I mean, you could just happen to play music while the coffee truck of a privately owned coffee truck of one of our members,
That's true.
not making
I mean,
funds.
I know people that have had a little, nothing more than a small trailer
Yeah.
for coffee out
My
there.
friend has a coffee trailer.
I mean,
Right.
if someone
Who's
goes
that?
out of the way to make their own
Mm.
coffee truck and they come to our property and then use it and then donate that money in a thing, that's a
Doesn't
whole other.
Melanie Blake have a coffee truck?
Yeah, Melanie Blake has one. My friend Vanessa Serrano has a coffee trailer, Mambas. They just opened this past summer. But also, like, I do think it could be a good idea in the long run, even if it's just like a thing we do in spring, summer, and fall. Because when we have 4th of July parking, you can have the coffee tent and a music group, even if it's just like somebody out on the keyboard or like a band playing some music from our organization. It can be donations. I mean, look at how much you make from 4th of July parking and just donations. Like, it's a lot of money. It's a good amount, and it's still money being brought in. So I think it's an idea to think about for all of those events. D-Day, my gosh, that's a 3-day event with the fish fry. People want fish and then coffee, or if people want coffee before D-Day.
They want to surprise him.
You know what I mean?
Those reenactors.
Those reenactors are exhausted. They're reenacting a literal war. They're not really getting that much sleep.
For men
So,
in
I think it's an
90
idea.
degree weather in cotton, they want a lot of coffee.
I think it's a good idea, is all I'm saying. I think it's something we should definitely look into more, look into the logistics, figure out if it's a possibility, if you could have the team to do it. But I think it's a good idea.
Okay. We will then move forward on that. We'll continue to do research then. I don't need a motion or anything. This is just gonna happen.
Sandra would like us to inform you guys of the progress with the choir continuing, and that she's been working with the Sunday school group. They've been learning a few songs, most recently This Little Light of Mine. And we brought up the organ tuning to her to see if it needs it or not. And she said there are a few things that could be tweaked with it, but nothing that's a necessity before Easter, and she would leave that up to us, depending on finances.
When was the last time it was tuned?
Before Christmas.
It was done in November, I believe.
So we normally do it in the.
We normally do it twice a year.
Christmas and Easter, and usually that usually works out pretty good because there's a temperature change that kind of throws everything off. So maybe that's just the schedule we should keep. Is
Well,
that
in
something?
2025, we only needed to tune it once, and
Okay.
that was before Christmas. There are some repairs that need to be made. There is I don't know what it does. It's a thing that goes, but it makes a sound. Well, it's a stop or something.
It's a stop.
It's a stop.
It's a stop. You pull the stop and it does this, but right now it's going and it's really annoying. So we can't use that device. That's it there.
That particular stop.
That particular stop. Also, I think it makes a little woo woo woo. Supposed to do a little woo 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 on your pipes.
I love the
Anyway.
descriptions.
There's also a pipe, a valve that is sticking open. So there's one pipe that is not being used right now. It is pulled out safely, and so that is not being used. Our last cost for organ tuning was over $600. So we're probably looking at that, if not more, for not only the tuning, but also any repairs that need to be made, including parts that might need to be made in order and reinstalled.
So my opinion is for the repair, it is an asset on our asset register. That should come from capital if the endowment committee so approves that expenditure.
Okay?
And I feel if we need repairs done, should they not be done sooner than later? Is that way we not continually?
It's not harming anything to have the pipe out. But
No, it's sitting right now on a rag, so it's safe.
Okay, but it doesn't hurt.
And we
the
can't,
system?
and it doesn't hurt the system.
No.
It's not. It's just a pipe that we're not being able to use.
And the stop you just keep in, you don't use it.
Mhm.
Okay. But this is, I think this, how old is the organ?
Old
So this might
ish, oldish,
be a
70s.
precursor to maybe some more things happening.
With proper maintenance, it could last another 30 years.
Mhm.
At least.
So
They're
this organ need to have it tuned and checked up.
If we have it repaired, do we also have to have it tuned?
Well, they'll do that as part of the repair
Yeah.
service.
Okay.
It's included in the repair service, but I think the cost is included in that repair cost, right? Question mark, is it?
Well, depends how they quote it, but it
Okay.
should be. When they're replacing and fixing a pipe, they're gonna have to tune the organ anyway.
Right.
And we wouldn't have them come out just to repair without a tuning. That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. And that's the place out of Erie?
It's Emery's.
Henry's?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where they come from.
Yeah.
I think they're Erie.
Okay.
I think they are too.
One or next in Dalvich. Whatever the meeting is.
April? Something. After Easter.
Yeah, 20th. Because I'm in Dalvich, so that'd be something that needs to be sent out. Approved before. Get it done by Easter.
We'd have to find out if Henry can even do it before Easter. I don't know what lead time is on pipes. Are they fabricated?
Right.
Well, I don't think we need a new pipe.
You just think it needs to be reinstalled properly?
I think the valve just needs to be fixed.
Oh, okay.
Well, we only had 4 weeks or so.
Anyway, whether they have the pieces, parts or not.
Okay. So it sounds like we need to send at least the repair over to endowment.
But we need a quote to do that.
So we need to call Henry. Okay. Very good. Any other new business? Yes, ma'am.
Where do we stand on the parsonage?
Hasn't moved much since our last meeting.
That's what I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Um,
I have been, it is on my mind.
and I understand that this is a busy, busy time in the next month or so. But,
Yeah, but that's just
But I think
because
that-
after Christmas doesn't
yeah.
mean I shouldn't be working on it either. But
Well, I think that we should get started on it.
there has been something on my mind about it, and I can tell you, I'm thinking of a full redesign, which also means a tearing down and making it a one-level building, 2-bedroom, 2 baths with a 2-car garage in an L shape. So if
All that for $100,000?
yeah, it's not gonna happen. So
No, it's not.
that's endowment and congregation approval for everything.
I'm just gonna say it. Oof.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking perpetuity for the building.
Right.
You know, pastors are not exactly young. Not any new pastors aren't all young,
No.
younger people, and anybody who might want to buy that built house after, if we decide to ever sell it, a single level house might go faster than a 2-story house.
Unless they want to view of the lake, which they probably couldn't get anyway.
You can't get it already because there's a park, a maintenance building, Johnny Sack
Yeah.
fence, and all the trees in the way.
I
You
know.
So
only
this
see
is
it.
kind of
You see it
changing
from
gears
the
on what
front,
you
looking
would like.
straight down.
Yes.
So this is possibility we're not gonna get you in town here in a year.
I don't think we would get it anyway. Between design, permitting, construction, I don't think we'd still be in by
Depends
before
on how picky
2027.
you are.
Assuming congregational.
Well, again, this would be not only him making his decisions. it would
Oh,
be
I know, it would be a
Digital
congregational
thing.
thing.
Do we have a thought on what it's going to take to build a new house?
I can ballpark between 250 and 300.
I don't think it's gonna fly.
I don't think it would be that. I mean, it could be. That's probably on the higher end of cost, but we're talking demo and rebuilding. Not as big, so it probably would be. It'd be on the lesser side, but it would not be. It would exceed the 100,000 already approved.
I personally don't think that the congregation is gonna approve that, but that's
Okay.
just my own opinion.
Yeah, unless we do a capital campaign.
Do you think there's
Yeah.
anything salvageable of what's there? I mean,
The bones of it are.
yeah, but,
It's the layout is
yeah.
inside is completely messed up.
Uh-huh.
So we're talking changing layout, but the bones of it.
I mean, like you could keep the foundation of this basement or the whatever and.
Yes, and the exterior studs and the interior, all the wood and everything.
So we
But I would recommend tearing out all the wall covering, drywall or plaster, and all the floor covering, the
I mean, the
plywood
electrical
base
and
and
everything's probably
And
80
electrical
80
and-
years old,
Right.
right?
electrical, plumbing. Some of it probably can be salvaged, like the gas lines are probably fine. But the sewer lines are, again, messed up.
The sewer lines all around here, down here.
Inside the house, the sewer lines inside the house are confusing and
we could
as
probably
it is and backs up as it is.
So we
Probably
could
still have to be
probably-
removed that.
save some cost.
Do you think that, I mean, you haven't approached Ross?
I-
Have you? Okay. Do you think that we need to form a committee to do,
Yes.
to get started on this?
Yes.
And I think it needs to be separate from the, I remember a member or two from the endowment committee needs to be in the community, but I think there should be somebody besides them on that committee.
And if Ross is willing to do something, he should definitely be a part of it.
Yes.
Is Ross a member?
Yes.
Yes.
Is he? Okay, I didn't know if he was because I knew him. Okay.
Yes.
Actually,
Ross the Nesto?
I don't think he technically is. I think Bill is. I don't know that Ross is.
Yeah, I questioned it because I thought his mother was, but he was.
Yeah.
He is?
Hold on. It's a little one. He is not officially a member.
It doesn't mean he can't be on a committee.
That's right, that's true.
Wow. Depending on how we define our committees again.
Yeah.
Members are committee chair, are committee people.
He could be a consultant
Um,
to the committee. No. But, I mean, there's no reason, maybe he just hasn't become a member because just has never come up to do that.
Okay.
okay.
I know Ross pretty well. Do you want me to approach him?
Sure.
I mean, we chat every week on a little chat, you know.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Any other new business? Yes, ma'am.
So Corpus Christi called.
Okay.
You know, we had that Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes.
They are planning on Easter dinner, the Saturday after Easter.
Yes.
And they have invited us to partner with them again.
Yes.
I think this is a great opportunity again to serve the community and to partner with Corpus Christi. How do we feel about this?
That would be April 11th.
It would be April 11th. The first communion class, the communion class, I'm not going to say first communion class. The communion class is that day. So anybody who attends that communion class will probably not be able to help out. But that's
But
just saying,
communion
like
class is little kids, right?
me. Not
Oh,
necessarily.
not necessarily.
What time is the communion class?
10.
10,
It'll be done. You?
probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah, so you could still
There's
take
only
a,
an
you could
Easter
still take
dinner.
an appearance.
Is that for an Easter dinner or something?
It is for
It would
Easter
be an
dinner,
Easter dinner, yes.
community Easter
Mhm.
dinner. So that day, we would not have lunches, because we would encourage everybody to go over there. Last year, we served, almost 500 lunches?
Yeah.
500 meals. I think it's an opportunity for, how do we feel about what type of commitment can I get? Not from every council member, but we do need to have council members involved with this. That would come over either the day before set up, clean up, whatever. You don't have to be there all day either. You can come at the end and clean up, you can come at the beginning and set up, you can.
So you're saying it's April 11th?
April 11th. I'm gonna get more times and dates here shortly.
Well, I can tell you from the experience at the Christmas
Thanksgiving one?
or Thanksgiving one, they have a lot of volunteers that help with theirs.
And they do,
And we didn't have that many.
right, and we need to.
And we really need to step it up if we're gonna.
I won't be able to tell you till the last minute.
That's okay. mean,
I got my
we
surgery
we're-
early.
we're-
No,
we're-
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, in general though.
Yeah,
If we're gonna partner with them, then we need to represent ourselves a
Better.
little bit better.
fair.
I will also be a last minute based on how her health is, just from the surgery.
Oh, I'll be fine at home. I just can't lift and move stuff,
No,
and if
I
that's
know.
what's needed.
No, you might be
No.
just checking people in.
Yeah,
You
you
might
could
be.
That I could
sit
do.
at a table and check people in,
I can do that.
Yeah.
or greet them at the door.
Get them with
At the
that.
door,
Yeah.
or,
Mhm.
reset the tables, or whatever,
Yeah, I
put down face mat,
I should be fine for that.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to lift anything.
It looks like that here that weekend, so.
I mean, we're gonna sign up sheets like we did before, so hopefully we can get,
Okay.
so I just wanted, before I said, I needed to talk to you guys first before I committed us completely to it.
I'm always for partnering with other churches, especially the Catholic Church.
Okay, I will let them know.
All right.
Okay.
Any other new business? All right. Go through my focus areas. Haven't done anything. So.
Was there something about
what
the
about
mutual
this?
ministry team?
Yeah, that's part of the focus areas. Organize and begin a mutual ministry team. I am slowly reading through a Lutheran Brotherhood booklet about the mutual ministry team, taking notes and figuring out what I look forward to a team to have be here, and then who to be on said team. It would be appointed by you all, with my recommendations.
Is this something that we really need to? I feel
It
it's
really
something-
could have been beneficial in the last 3 years if we
Correct.
had one.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been talking
We
about.
are
Just
behind the ball
saying.
on this one.
Yes,
So
I think-
it is on the forefront of my mind too. I have a lot of things on my forefront of my mind.
And when you say a mutual ministry team, what exactly are you talking about?
I will give you the definition.
Thank you.
I sat on it long
So
time
did I.
ago.
Forever and a day ago, yeah.
The mutual ministry committee. This committee shall consist of 4 members who shall meet with the pastor monthly and shall communicate to the pastor needs or concerns from members of this congregation that are unable to communicate to the pastor directly. This committee shall assist the pastor to clarify the call of the pastor and the congregation, and to assist in distributing information to the congregation. It shall be the policy of this committee to verify transparency is occurring between committees, the church council, the pastor, and the congregation.
So
This
that's
is a
when we had those little meetings.
This is like.
The cottage meetings, is that what you're talking
So
about?
this is like a human relations
Yeah.
committee.
is the HR board.
It's the HR board.
So basically, a congregant comes to you and they're upset about something.
Right, and I understand that, but
Yeah.
remember when we were having those little roundtable discussions? I don't know if anything ever came of it.
Yeah, the mission statement came out of that.
Mhm.
And we voted to keep the same one.
Right.
Which should have never been a
Anyway,
first.
we'll leave that
Beside
alone.
the point. So yes, this is mainly it's an opportunity for congregants to approach people if they don't want to approach the pastor, to offer either a constructive criticism or praise. And also, this is the HR committee that would also do review of my own stuff.
I thought that's what the council meeting, or the council.
Not necessarily. Well, it is. It falls on. Actually, falls on the executive committee, and unless there's a mutual ministry team to do a review of the pastor's performance.
Did you just pop it off? Take it home.
Okay.
How about, this thing about the checks? Where are we standing with that?
Having additional signatories. on checks.
Oh. I've done nothing. I mean, all we need to do
I've
is
done nothing. I've done the full officers,
I'm
haven't
sorry,
done
it's
anything.
just funny.
all we need to do is contact the bank, get the forms again. I can walk in and get the forms if I ever get over here before they close.
And not on a Wednesday. They close at 2 o'clock on Wednesday. I don't know what that's all about.
So, and then we have to decide who the additional signatories are. Historically, right, wrong, or indifferent, it has been the treasurer and the co-treasurer. We don't have a co-treasurer. It has been the pastor and the president, who is the same person right now.
How about the pastor and the treasurer?
Well, I am a signatory, so already. That's,
She is
that's
the
a
only
gift. I am the only
signatory.
one right now, so if something happens to me,
Uh-huh.
unless I have a whole bunch of check,
Everything's gonna fall apart.
I know, right?
All right,
Yes.
so-
Unless I have a whole bunch of check stock already signed.
To which I'm not a huge fan of.
I'm not a huge fan of that either, because that's just that blank check sitting here waiting to, accident waiting to happen.
Yeah.
So is this matter of now going to the bank and getting the paperwork?
We have to fill out the paperwork, which includes getting people's driver's license information, social security number, all of that, to get them added to the checking account.
Does it have to be you to get the paperwork?
No, anybody can pick up the paperwork.
Well, I live here in Conneaut, it's Conneaut Savings, right?
Yeah.
I'll go pick it up.
Hopefully
Sure,
that,
it doesn't have to be somebody in particular.
I can call them first and tell them to leave an envelope out for Michelle Logan. I mean, good grief.
Yeah, why don't you do that, I'll go pick it up, okay?
Because like,
This is Conneaut, everybody knows everybody.
yeah,
They were picky about it the first time. They gave it to Chris the first time.
Well, why don't you
We
call
might
them,
know.
and I'll go by and pick it up, because I know it's not like you can go after you on your lunch break now.
Yeah.
Okay. Regarding other, well, we actually are reviewing and approving the new continuing resolution, so that's worked on. Regarding executive committee performance and complete employee evaluations, I'd like to have the continuing resolutions in place so that we can organize and build an evaluation for the employees. So I can't really do that without one being done first. And it's an ongoing improving of communication for church council, pastor, and congregation. So if you hear something, please say something. I can only deal with things that I can hear from a pastoral point of view.
And you can't deal with it if you don't know.
That's right. That's what it is. All right. Any other business? Anything else for the good of the congregation? Hearing and seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Seconded, please.
D&D.
And lunch.
Is everybody, I was like, is everybody waiting for me?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? I invite you to stand as you are able. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
I
Thank you, my Heavenly Father, through Jesus Christ, your dear Son, that you have graciously kept me this day. And I pray that you would forgive me all my sins where I have done wrong, and graciously keep me this night. For into your hands I commend myself, my body and soul, and all things. Let your holy angel be with me, that the evil foe may have no power over me. Amen.
Thank you, everyone.